on in the morning, but they definitely need to wake up in this series themselves because they had a bit of a flat overpass, then map pick. But now, at least, they'll be able to go onto their opponents of Nuke and be relatively comfortable. It's well and truly in their wheelhouse. They start out on the CT side here. So let's see if they're going to start getting themselves rolling or not. Very, very quick push in towards upper, it's looking like, or maybe ramp room.
Oh, contact at ramp now, but the two-man setup over here could be a little too much to handle. However, it is just going to be a solid damn defense on the A site. Oh, my Lord. And Danny, with the Julies, using them before they're even $300 dudes as well. From the side, another Val finds a single, but that is all he'll get. And look, 2 guns, 4 kills. That's 2 kills each. Danny, drop one of those over to your teammate, please.
Oh, the maths. So impeccable from you, Mac. That's why you were top of your class.
Yes, of course it was. I figured 2 divided by 1 is 2, and 4 divided by 2 is also 2. You know what that means?
What does it mean, Mac?
1 is 4.
Okay. 1-4, Rubber Ducky. Over and out. Do see the force play out of order. Do have the close smokes. Going to allow them to run straight into secret. There is no brakes on this train right now. Order are just sending it straight down into lower.
I do love a good Tech 9 train, especially with the new meta. Spud reckon not seeing anything though, so just making sure ramp control is there for the CTs. And Mega is going to be coming, swinging in. Oh, Chell can't quite connect at close range, and a little bit scared of that Tech 9 Valiance lurking late at outers is not going to find any impact. And Rooster now have the man advantage to flood onto site. 4 players all about to bust from Mega, and Order might just be able to have this on lockdown. Vexite swinging with the Deagle. It's going to be more coming in. The pistols may just be doing enough now, as Danger still has full HP. And Danny G, he's out of the equation. So the big man Danger, oh, he's able to find a single, but the swing in through doors is good enough to trade, and Order will do it on the anti-eco, force buying with those pistolas and getting their first round on the board nice and early.
Yeah, and they also get an organ of FAMAS out of that. So even recovered some of the higher value weaponry at the end of that round. Very successful force out of Order. Just start to finish, up-tempo gameplay. Very quick smokes on outside. Zoom straight down secret. Very quick post-plant, and using those pistols to their desired purpose. Just a lot of annoying angles down into lowers. And this is a quick one straight out as Annex here. They're going down lower.
Okay. Vent drop unspotted. Rooster not in the position to punish, and not even in the position at ramp to stop this from happening either. Shipka though already under silo, or with that 5-7 just couldn't strike enough. Inaccuracy a factor, and Gyro will take first blood here.
Yeah, Danger looking for the T who ended his teammate's life, but all he finds is Vexite up on silo on a completely different angle. At Order, that's confidence. Bombs planted in lower. They still got 2 players working outside, making sure that these CTs don't have a hope in hell of saving those guns over to the next.
Ooh, good decision. Chell with that scout will connect, but it's not enough to finish off Ustillo. And look at Gyra as well. He knows where Spuddy is. Surely it's the drop right at the end of the round. There you go. Spudderek falling, and it's all up to Danny to save. Gets that 2-tap, which we won't see too much more of after DreamHack's done it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that exact same thing. Man, Order, I don't mind that call at all if you think about it. Like, the kind of util that the CT sides are going to have access to in towards that 3rd round buy that you saw is usually not going to be a lot. You're not going to have HE nades and Molotovs. So really, if you think about it, you can't just kind of zoom straight down vent in a way.
Looks like Order have just done the homework, identified the holes in the defense, but in comes that flank, the lobby crunch. It's strong for 1, but Order sliding through the door, and it's Ricky knocking back to put his foot in it. Big round already, just mopping up those pistols. And Danny with the FAMAS, just hoping to find anything, but a 1-on-3. There's an angle where he makes this work. Look at the HP there on the Order players.
They're all pretty low. Danny G, definitely a man who's good for a clutch. Peeks into the Molotov, but unfortunately that means he loses 86 of his HP. He's definitely giving it a crack, but I just think he's a bit too low to send it, and he's going to agree. He's going to start backing away.
It disappears into the night at the right moment, and may be able to find the timing to get another kill, which is some big financial damage onto Order. In a position where he should survive in the corner, and Jyra, spots him, gets the knife as well. So more than he bargained for, and Danny just not flicking around, not clearing all those angles, won't be able to survive. So there you have it. First knife of the game, I believe.
I think it's the first knife I've seen in DreamHack Open so far.
Okay.
At least for Oceania.
I feel like when I think of knives out of the teams that are here in DreamHack, I'm thinking Direwolves, or ex-Direwolves rather. APOC always seems to find a way to get in behind enemy lines and loves a good Kneve.
He has been doing a bit of that. Oh, that's a lot of damage on Valiant to try to get down Vent. Did he make it?
No, he's missed it. So stuck right next to it for the moment on 11 HP, literally out on an island. And he's going to try and survive on the way back, but danger. Says, not today, my friend.
Bit of a lobby crunch being attempted. Order really biding their time. Chilling now after losing that first pick. Only now just starting to work their way into lobby, into radio. What is the play when you're down a man? Does seem like they just want to go straight into upper if they can.
A little bit of extra damage from Shipka, going to be stuck here behind default, and Chell now gets in the perfect position to frag, just swinging up to what was already cleared, and gets right in behind Order. But Vexite now on a 1v5 angle, at least has that bomb in sight and 50 seconds to play with, but just can't get away with that one, and the spam comes through. But Danny finding it from, I believe, Annex. Either way, it's a second round for Rooster.
That's a bit of a weird one for Order. I can't remember the last time I've seen them kind of just try to all send it through the same angle.
Yeah.
You know, usually there's a little bit more nuance to Order's play for the most part. You know, there's a bit more setup, like map control into getting into a nice position, trying to read the game a little bit more, maybe using some util. Can't remember the last time I've seen them just kind of go out hot and hope that it works.
A little bit of a faster approach towards outside now, and Ricky all the way down secret before any of those CTs spotted, although maybe an ankle was seen because the CTs just flood straight down vent and stop Ricky from getting the double doors untouched. Chell swinging dry behind the molly and catching himself a second kill as well. So that bait seems to be certainly wrangling a couple of Order players.
He still goes in towards Annex here. CTs and the Ts kind of trading places at the moment. Last couple of duels. One going the way of either squad, but that puts Order in this position where they got to turn around a 2-on-4. It's a good position for Valiants, though.
And, finds the double off the back of it. So, two-man disadvantage turned on its head. Now Jyra just has to clear out lobby slowly but surely, and he's got this bomb. If Spud just took that step forward, he might have found the perfect time and could have got that objective, but in comes that push, and the flank position is still there. But Order, full control of the A side.
Oh, Molotov doesn't spread to heaven, so that's not actually going to create that safety that Order was looking for. Now Jyra, he's got a flash to work with and some angles to try to isolate this 1-on-2.
Flash goes very deep. CT's able just to stand and deliver, and it's another round in the package. So thank you, Mr. Delivery Man. No, you don't need my signature. I didn't ask for it to be registered. What's going on, Rooster? They need to find another delivery service, I think.
I love it when you go on a little tangent like that. 100% guarantee there's like a couple of question marks in the chat.
Well, I just needed to recommend DHL. It's a perfect opportunity.
Time out here for Order. Gonna have a chat about what they want to be doing here. Got a couple of members down on like those 3.6 territory. That's where you're thinking about, do we half buy and go for a proper buy up in the next? Do we go for, a couple AKs and armor and maybe some Galils? So you can see Rooster's money is still a little bit fragile, so it might be worth a bit of an investment here. But Alternatively, you sometimes see the half buys just try to chip away at that money. After all said and done, though, you do see the investment from Order, so we'll see what they go for. Two players, one player down to that Galil and one player pretty heavy on util in Valiants, but the rest of them very low util and going for that AK and armor black. So this kind of a buy on the T side. You can't play into the mid to late round very effectively. You can't run those strats where you're doing layers of utility. In fact, especially on Nuke, when you're doing these outside smokes, that is a good portion of your utility already invested. They've only really got 3 grenades left to play with now, Mac.
And Gyro's opted to go over the top here, hoping to find someone deep in CT. There's a gap left in the smoke, and I don't think that one's intentional because Gyro's gone down and thought that man was safe. However, one smoke thrown, and that's going to be a trade coming through. Shipka straight on the top of site is looking for some redemption, but he will drop down to safety. As we're back to this 3-on-3, all Order players so low again, and Chell just swinging in at lockers. Unbreakable. Living up to its name now as Chell couldn't penetrate. Up towards the top. That man hasn't been spotted either, but Spudwrecker, oh, he's almost going to go down. Ustillo falling, Vexite trading, and it's back to the 2-on-2.
Yeah, Ricky spots both of the CTs. Order well aware of what their positioning is, and that's when Vexite's going to call the audible. Man just sends it straight down ramp room. Ricky very close on his tail, looking to try to get in towards lowers and set up this post plant. Spudwrecker going to get quickly into decon.
Oh, Vexite planting appropriately. Covers there from Ricky up at control. And a couple of stray bullets could send 3 of these players just out of the equation. Vexite back towards the wall now and just not expecting the push from Mega, so he falls. Ricky stuck in the corner of control. And there's plenty of time for Rooster just to progressively make their way through. Spudwrecker edging ever so close, but there it is, the headshot found. And Spudwrecker goes for the bomb instead of the trade, so bit of a miscoordination. Something's going on. Taps it. Looks like he's disconnected. And that is extremely unfortunate. A bad way to go out for Spudwrecker and Rooster. But Rick, what a clutch from this man.
Oh, that's just Australia in a nutshell, though, isn't it?
I'm watching the map and I'm just thinking, why is Spudwrecker not going for the trade as the technical pause comes through?
Oh my god. Oh, that just sent me.
Ah, well. I think Twitch chat's going to have something to say about that one. For now,
gonna have some classic HLTV conspiracy theories going.
Of course, yes, of course. And they all just completely forget that ISPs in Australia are almost as good as a bag of frozen peas. They can, be good for a while. They can make you feel better. They can also make you feel worse if you leave it on for too long.
Decades of infrastructure mismanagement have led up to this one throw in a round of Counter-Strike.
Of course.
That's HLTV in a nutshell. Either way, though, Eco coming out of Rooster after the unfortunate disconnect gate of 21.
Well, awkward situation to be playing from there for Ustillo, but he continues to try to force the point, and he'll be punished for doing so. And AK now retrieved as well. That one was loud, so no sneaky pickup. And Chell just continues to just fight for that position. And he's managed to get away with one, which keeps the numbers there for Rooster. But Jyra is just hunting to get that rifle out of the hands of those CTs. Danny G makes an aggressive peek and gets stuck in the corner. No way to fall to safety. Speaking of falling, there's danger just dropping off the top of hut and wants to try to fight for it. There's no bullets left in the clip. Can't reload. Stuck in the corner. And Order, they flip the situation back on its head and find that man advantage.
Yeah, it's getting a little dicey there for a second, but kind of feels like they've got it back under control. They're trying to camp the gun right now. And finally, they were holding that line for a while. Patient fishermen just chilling in the little dinghy. And they've been rewarded. It's a pretty big fish, to be honest.
Ooh, what species?
Counter-terrorist.
I haven't seen that one before. What are its markings?
Big
Do they change in the current patch?
I think they do. Oh, that's right. I mean, that kind of ties in with the little, what are they? The frog guys, frog models.
Frog models? What? Scuba divers? Frog models. All right. I have lost respect for Mr. Pilsner. Wow. Respectable.
Sorry,
All right, respectable. That was funny. You're a joker. Good save from Spudwrecker, just in case he doesn't have the infrastructure to go for the clutch.
Yeah, or keep himself connected to the server. He's looking very serious. That's a great snapback. Alrighty. Another round. Full order. Not too bad of an air to Eco. They keep 3 guns over. Money's still not great for Rooster. Like, you're not going to have access to all the utility you could possibly want. You got a couple players. Like, it's a bit of a sad situation where you're sitting like 4.2k. Chipka's had to go down to the alligator. So we're talking about species. There's another one for you, Mac.
I do like species of things. Just for all you guys wondering what kind of species I liked. Now, Danny just playing close to down X. L-Smoke's come through, but so does a bullet from Jira's AK. And what do you know? It's found the head of Danny G. Down to secret order. Starting to go. There's an AWP here ready and waiting for him. That's in the hands of Chell. Man's been relatively sharp tonight. Let's see if he can find it again. Molly forces him forward, and he's happy to take the pick. Jira solo gets punished.
Where do order go from here? Starting to wrap in towards where the CTs buy guns. And try to go up towards heaven. This is where the usefulness of the XM really going to be limited. They're going to start to lobby crunch, but you have that lurker in the back of lobby. Valiance definitely doesn't want to be going in for another duel over there anytime soon.
Let's see if Valiance gets traded here. 1 bullet from the AUG should be enough to mop him down. But we said that before, and both Valiance and Vexite have definitely kept fighting on low HP and made it work. Shipka over the top now. Oh, he's pulled the knife out. Didn't get her dropping Ricky. Not reacting at all, and Rooster setting themselves up for success in round 9.
Yeah, nicely done. Guess that's a new one. Haven't seen the drop croc yet. Seen a lot of drop bearing, but no drop crocodile.
I was wondering why he pulled the knife out anyway. Vexite doing a good job to bring it back to that 1-on-2, trying to thread the needle, and he almost gets that spray onto Shipka, who has the AK in play. Maybe the XM was still the answer, but either way, you know, you pull that knife out, you're going for a kill. It's 1K, right? With an XM, it's $900 anyway. So at that point, just keep the range.
I'm not going to advocate for anyone to get shanked. That's all I'm saying. I would never do such a thing.
I've seen pictures, Mitchell.
All right, another CT gun round. Let's change the subject. Looking a little bit better. Still got that AWP on Shell. He put that to pretty good use. And we're into an anti-eco. Oh, that's a lot of Molotov coverage in towards the door. Okay, that's like the second time this game that Order's missed that smoke. What's going on with them? We've seen a couple of rookie errors out of Order tonight. Not going to lie,
couple of little silly mistakes. It's the end of a long week. You know, they've had a couple of rough games not go their way, so maybe they need the weekend to come that little bit faster. Either way, they're going to be playing all weekend if they win this game. So that's not how you win the game, though, losing rounds like that. But Rooster, good round for them. 5-5 and keeping this first half even. But I do agree. We have seen, you know, a couple of silly situations. Smoke's not going over the half wall to bridge, and people not jumping on other people's heads, etc. Not to call any people out.
Yeah, not to say that anybody has a big head.
Nothing specific. No.
All right, very quick smokes to outside. Full Order is kind of being contested by Danny G. He's had a pretty nice game for Rooster. He's been a standout for a little while. 1-for-1 in towards door, and that's actually the bomb hitting the floor.
Can I just point out, I've played against Danny before, and this man has a way with the edges of smokes. He always kills me through them, and he's doing it again. Had that shadow advantage, but he has no idea. Justillo's managed to get in behind enemy lines, so it's a late trade, but it does come through for Order and keeps it even at 3v3. But the bomb in a rough position to retrieve, or is there a T next to it? Just trying to figure that one out. Shipka.
Yeah. I think they think that maybe there's someone contesting door. But it is that annex setup. Order just taking their time, dotting their I's, crossing their T's, throwing grenades, all the fun stuff. Oh, hello.
Big util damage coming through. And Vexite just going to be constantly smoked off. Justillo, they expected him wrapping to heaven. You can see Chell still trained on that position from vent. But he's going all the way to ramp. Okay. Heaven seems to be his focus now, but is it going to be too late? Vexite still just trying to get on the line, but Flashbang definitely hasn't hit the mark. It's drawn attention, though, and the leg comes through, but the trade does need to as well, and it's Justillo to do so. So I asked the question, is it going to be too late? But the man came just when he wanted.
What was that, a 4K? Man's gone through outside with a Galil. He's gone everywhere in that round, Mac. He's gone outside and killed Danny. Then he went down secret and got a pick there. Then he goes all the way up to heaven and kills the last two in the last 20 seconds of the round. He's a traveler. He's been absolutely everywhere on Nuke. Love to see it. That puts the CT's money in a weird state. That honestly should have been a Rooster round, to be honest. And now, oh, that's a good start at least. Chelios digging deep for the boys.
Had a decent spawn. Thought he'd take it. You know, a bit of pressure over towards ramp as well. Change things up there for Rooster and keep Order guessing. And now Order managed to slide 2 into secret, looking to control the halls. And Danny has a nice little jump peak set up here. Head bonk on double doors, but the boost is there too. And Danny's just going to continue to go back, but wants to go to site instead.
Yep. Shuts the door. He's going to jump up. Order still a little bit split up. Only that one player kind of contesting a little bit. Going to start to wrap back, I think. Up towards vent. Should be an Adex and vent split towards upper, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, Chell. Not going to miss those ones. Doing all the work right now for Rooster, just constantly putting himself in a position to succeed. And Danger might be in one of those as well. Jira about to try to pop up the ramp off of all of this utility, and he will be able to hold. So, oh, Vexite able to trade eventually. Ricky finds one too, and the round could be turned on its head, but there's 20 seconds to get this bomb planted, and Rooster swarming in. It could just be down B. Oh my God, so late to trade. It does not happen, and Danny holds down the lower site. And Order. The late audible was not the answer this time.
Yeah, they went straight back to lower. Kind of insane. And their money's been broken, actually, so this could be Rooster back on top for a little while here. At least one anti-eco puts them at 7-6, and then they got a couple, like, oh, never mind. But seeing a force, except for Valiance, who's not forcing. What is going on with Order tonight? What the hell? I mean, they're double eco, I get it, but like...
I guess Ricky said, Val, you're saving for up. And
I guess so.
You're holding lobby on your own, and the ultimate decoy. However...
I don't know. This is just... This is not the level of polish that I am used to seeing from Order.
Yeah. Something's a little loose. Couple of screws, like myself. Danny now, over the top from Blue. Trying to tap some heads, which he will do. And in through the molly. Vexite takes the risky route, but it's worked wonderfully for at least one. Chell, though, dropping low into hell to trade. And now it's going to be very difficult for Order to come back from this position, but not too much expected from them, of course, just on those pistols.
Yeah, just a bit of damage, if anything. At least Valiance has got a bit more than Glock to work with, but he's going to put it to use. 2 kills, about an even sort of outcome at the end of the day. But now what? into another anti-eco for Rooster. They deal with that force buy quite handedly. And now we're going to see if this was actually a save for AWP or a misbuy. Yeah, it's looking like a save for AWP. You're right, Mac.
Thinking they might need a little bit of extra firepower there for someone to try to crack open the defenses of Rooster, who are just really clucking order at the moment. Order again, just trying to bait out any aggression. Hopefully, look, best case scenario here, someone gets a bit overzealous, i.e. Spudwrecker runs towards trophy, might fall, hand over a rifle and give Order a fighting chance. That's the only scenario I can see happening at the moment. Rooster, all these anti-ecos have been pretty damn structured, pretty patient.
Yeah, again, they're not really giving up too much. Don't have too much firepower for them to really worry about. One player trying to wrap through outside, the rest of them kind of all chilling in the lobby. But a lot of personnel in towards upper. I don't think Rooster have too much to worry about.
Smoke fading. And Order just letting that clock tick down. Jara waiting for the perfect moment to go for the bust. Tease now. Are they going to look to drop? No, it's just the full push straight out hut. But the meat grinder's here. And there it is. HLTV ranking, of course, just going to be put on a platter. Or rating, not ranking.
The ranking's not bad.
Yeah, you'd take that too. If you had the choice, you know. Up a couple of spots. It's a team game, not a individual.
If you're in Oceania, it's probably somewhere in the hundreds, so
take everything you get.
It's true. Alrighty, last round of the half here. Finally, that proper buy in from Order, and it wasn't an all buy. Valence is just going to end the half with an extra $1,200. So really could have forced a couple of rounds ago, but look, let's not get into it. Instead, let's focus on Rooster getting aggressive in towards lobby, and it's got them that first pick. Shipka has been very active in hut.
That was a nice set play as well. Danger had that one lined up from behind the smoke at Squeaky as now the bus starts to come through from Order. They need to find out Danger's position here at CT Vent, but again, Shipka, man's absolutely insane on the rifle. Cracked on the stick, some say, but Danger swinging in off the contact, able to trade as well. There's not even trades, no damage done up until that point for Order. And it's Jara in a 1-on-4 now, just trying to find his way back, or even just a safety. Nades just thrown his way. No one surviving there. And what do you know? Rooster lead by 3 as we send it into the half. We're going to be going to a break too. So we'll be back just after this with the second half.
A revolution is on the way. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. They tried before, we made them pay.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to DreamHack Open Oceania. Currently, Order and Rooster both playing for their lives, and not even sure who this is, but he's having a pretty good time, isn't he? Excited that Rooster are up by 3. Mitch, give us your best woo, and also spin around in your chair as fast as you can.
I'm not going to do that, but I've seen you warm up for casting exactly like that, Mac. Maybe do a bit of shadow boxing as well. Get yourself real pumped up. That's what Rooster are looking to do. Because they're up 9-6. Really recovered that CT half quite a bit, and now they move on to the T side of a map that they're relatively comfortable on. Is the upset coming together? I mean, it's a little bit too early to call just yet, but Pistol will definitely tell us something.
Definitely give us a extra page in the book that is who wins Nuke. Now, Shipka, solid position here on site as Vexite is looking to come in from above. Gets over to Little Blue there as now Rooster just waiting for this bus to come through. Order. All 4 coming in from heaven off the back of the flash, and in comes this drop, but the T's are able to hold it okay. Vexite over the top, able to slide away with another, and it's all up to Shipka. 1 on 3 already, finding one for himself, but he needs to find a few more. It's Ricky crouching underneath his crosshair and picking up another kill. And a round for Order. Valiant sticking this one for the W in the second pistol, and looking to come back into the game before Rooster run away with it.
Great bloody retake. Just leave that upper sight completely open when they're rolling in. I mean, we were flicking through the TPOVs there, and there was not a soul who was not completely blind. Bomb plant for Rooster means that they can go for a cheeky 4-spy, though, and you're seeing some trades. Trade offer. I give you Deagle, you give me AK.
Oh.
And if you're giving that over to Danny G and Chelios, then you're feeling pretty good about the trade offer, because a lot of the time you might end up with a round win as well, thrown in as a little bit of a sweetener of the deal.
Especially when you got your boy Danny G, 20 and 9 at the moment, coming out of that first half. So he's definitely feeling it and looking to get a dub over Order today. But Order, they have something to say about it as well, and it's oof, nade. Straight towards him. Val spotted, but he's happy with the info, and here's the pitter-patter of the footsteps smashing down towards ramp. So drop already coming through from a couple of the CTs, but Rooster hit the brakes for now.
Yeah, taking their time. They've contested ramp room. They've spread the CTs a little bit thinner, having taken a pretty important part of the map, limited their information. And now they're going to try to go for their mid to late round. 2-man set up in towards upper.
Vexite about to take contact. Barrel spotted, but Danny G knows what to clear on the entry. Ustiller can't hold for more than one, and things go right here for Rooster on the 4-spy. Bomb, though, down out in the open. And Gyro may have an opportunity to make his way up vent now. Nade thrown, and might just try to use that smoke to bust up, but it looks like the save has been called already. No, just a reroute back to Annex. So still a good amount of time to make this retake happen. No kit in play, though, so they need to go sooner rather than later.
Yeah, smoke onto Annex. Kits, as you did mention, going to make this pretty difficult, but not only that, look at that crossfire from the T's. You got one behind Tetris there, one silo. They're just ping-ponging off of each other super well. Ricky thought he was good for a couple exits there, but Rooster, they pick up that 4-spy. They end the round with an AUG and with an AK. They're going to be pretty happy with that. And they're going to take double digits here as Order have to 4-spy themselves due to the fact that they are in that double eco. And if this doesn't go well for them, that's going to be Rooster up to 11, 12 rounds. And that is not too many more rounds that they'll need, not too much more grinding that they'll need to potentially pull us through to a map 3. It's very doable.
Yeah. A situation that definitely plausible still. Vexite going dry off the back of that smoke thrown. Shipka not given a space to breathe. Ooh. Danny locked in at the back of Squeaky there as well. Just holding and waiting for that spam to stop. Playing a safer game in Order. wanting to try to keep the man advantage for now. But all these deagles at long range still laying down groundwork, but the rifles do it that little bit better. So man advantage found now, and Order are in a bit of a rough spot.
Couple of wounded T's though. Can be made light work of with those deals. Ricky's got his trusty Zeus as always. Don't know if he's going to be able to put that to use.
Okay, drop util throne just to try to bait out any extra aggression, and Rooster just hold that lobby control. Sneak to squeak. And look to bust. With a couple of seconds remaining, contacting through. And Spudrack are just going in on the entry. Looking for any information. Ricky, cap spotted, head taken off. And now it's a little too hard for Order to get back in here. So damage might be the call, but they could just save the armor as well.
Yeah, I think save the Dig armor. Bit of extra damage there. That was great patience from Rooster. I actually love that. The molly to top hut and the smoke to mask the fact that you're vent dropping and, like you said, could bait out some extra aggression, but simultaneously as well is not a bad little launching pad to just creep into the smoke, creep out a squeaky, and go straight in towards that upper hit.
So, a very disciplined round coming out from Rooster, and they have been rewarded for it with an 11th on the board. Order started strong with a couple of nasty deegs. They got that early damage as well onto Danny G. If they manage to get that kill at Squeaky, we could be in a whole different situation. But we're not, so won't talk too much about the hypotheticals. We will just focus on what's in front of us. What that is Rooster starting to really build up that economy on the T side. Got at least another fallback strategy in case Order win their gun round, which still isn't coming out just yet. Forcing the last means there's not much for them to play with in to the 19th. Oh, and from above, Chell just going quickly. He's disregarded Justillo, who can't quite connect there with USP, neither can Vexite. And things are not going well for Order in the 19th.
Yeah, no damage really being inflicted. You talk about the C economy building up. And it's doing a pretty good job of it. If they can keep 5 alive here, they're going to have like 2 or 3 gun rounds as a fallback. And that's where, when you're up 12-7, you are really backing Rooster to start getting close to closing this map. I think Order, you know, they only have so many opportunities left, but this next gun round definitely has to be one where they start to make something work. Gonna have that AWP out as well.
Ooh. Danny just padding those stats again. And Ricky spotted and will fall with the ship. So speaking of, 5 rounds in the lead now for Rooster. 4 away from the dub on map 2. And then we get into upset territory, Mitch.
Oh, we get into Vertigo. I think that's a little bit less of an upset territory, to be honest, at least looking at the reps for Rooster and the quality of opposition they played against. But if anything, it's a bit of a head scratcher as to Order picking Nuke. And then you see Rooster, it's their highest win rate map. They've had a couple good wins on it. And already they're showing us there is upset potential.
Well, Justillo's had enough, just runs straight towards the door and finds the first pick, tanking the Molotov to do so. So pretty lucky to be alive that he didn't cop another bullet. And now Rooster just playing from the deficit. Making a bit of noise in lobby and hoping Order go for the push, but Order really need every advantage they can get now before Rooster stretch this lead out further.
Progression smoke to potentially just trying to make something happen towards vent here. Danger trying to utilize that to maybe spot out the toes. And he's been given it by Vexite. That's going to be the man disadvantage evened up by Rooster, and is actually going to throw caution to the wind in terms of the rotations here for Order. Gyra's able to even things up. Boost over the top here. This is some real cheeky play out of Rooster, and it's worked out.
Okay. You don't see that too often, but Justillo has felt the experimental strat in the face. Now, can Gyro hold it down from Annex now? Speaking of down, it's Chell making his way to vent with that bomb, and now he's going to be out on an island fighting in this 1-on-2, but the man's tried to go back up. Chell, what are you doing, mate? Oh, inaccuracy on the ladder a factor, and Gyro just kills him from above. So Order, make it work, even with some nice experimental stuff coming out from Rooster there.
Yeah. Definitely loving that front vent smoke. I was pretty clean from Order though. 3 alive, but he's going to build a little bit more. But still plenty of cash for Rooster. They've got into this buy round. They've still got money for another following that. And then once you get deeper than that, once you get into the double digits territory for Order, that's where you've got the loss bonus to back you in for the rest of the half.
Oh, sharp from Ricky.
Oh,
Himself the double, and that is a great opening, and you can see now Order just off the back of that, just seeming so much more confident. Gyro finding the spam onto Danny G, and Rooster. All that coordination that we were seeing just gets completely torn apart in a couple of seconds.
yeah. I think you're starting to see a couple of the individuals warming up. They're getting the blood pumping.
Ooh, coverage from Spud and a trade through 2. So he's on for the ace. Let's put that out there nice and early. And he's got the B site, but 1-on-3 up against Vexite, Ustillo, and Ricky. It's a big ask, Vexite. You're trying to bait the triple drop by jumping up again. And Spud Wrecker trying to find the timing, gets the line, but should be expecting that second man at least. But, okay, spotted now. And isolates another fight. Ustillo swinging wide across the line and connects straight onto the forward. So, Order very close to the double digits themselves, and a solid retake coming through, as well as a great couple of openings there from Ricky on the stick.
Bomb plan in though, and with 3 and then 2 surviving, it's not like Order's money has had a huge chance to build up. If anything, they are still kind of scraping together these buys, emptying the bank accounts every time they go for one, and at the same time simultaneously reducing their loss bonus. This would be the economic breaking round though for Order. If Rooster don't get this bomb plan in particular, that would definitely help out. So we'll see, but either way, both teams going to be broke if they're dropping this one.
I believe the term our good friend Kev says is a critical round. Now, flash through. And, oh man, couldn't see a damn thing, but Ricky gets one lined up eventually, fighting for his life there at CT Vent. Not going to work out for him. It's danger on the double. And it's back to the 2-on-2. We've gone Spudder Echo as well, just waiting for that fast flank, but bomb down in Vent and danger. Just trying to jump around and find a line, but it's Spuddy to get the timing. Gyro, oh, head ripped off. Sharp flick from danger. And the bomb as well planted for Decon. Valiant's just a Famis and a flash to make this one work. Teammate coming through, and Spud just trying to get as much info as possible. 2-man swing. Great coordination from Rooster to lock down a 13th and a huge round from danger.
Yeah, and Spud, I think they both cleaned up the majority of Order there. And like I said, economic breaking round. Order have done a great job putting those last couple of gun rounds together. But the problem is they did not win them so cleanly. So that's where you do see, unfortunately, they have to take a pretty harsh eco here. Especially you're looking at Valiance. You know, he's kind of gotten the short straw in that regard. Not going to have anything great to play with in towards that next round anyway.
Yeah. Oh. Smoke thrown on the fly. No gaps. And Chell with the full commit into warehouse. Order, of course, just with some very light weaponry, and are going to go straight through the smoke. So info play gathered from Gyra. Close range Vexite can't make it work either. And it's a 2-man advantage. Rooster doing very well in these positions. You might just see that happen again. Danny jumping around. Definitely heard outside of Vent, but Val, just that USP, missing the mark, as is Ricky. And it seems like Order as a whole not going to be able to connect in round 23. But there it is. 2 away from going all the way to map 3.
Yeah, money's looking great as well. They cleaned up that round very, very comprehensively. Like I said, Valiant's even after saving only down to an MP9. And we do have a tech pause out of Rooster. So they're just fixing up a couple of things. And we'll see Order. I mean, like we've said, they've had a couple of good rounds, but unfortunately not getting them done in the cleanest fashion. And looking at this buy, it's definitely not looking too fantastic either. I mean, in terms of the utility, it's definitely light on the util. You've got one player down to a pretty lackluster weapon. You've got no kits across the board. But I guess the one big talking point is that AWP on Ricky. He's also the best performer for Order right now.
Yeah, he has his days when he really pops off, shining through, showing what he's still made of. I still miss when he first joined Order and was in that rifle role and was just bringing back the taps. That was quality gameplay. It was a little while ago now. Just the way that he was rifling was, I guess, different to what you saw from a lot of the other riflers in the region. It's really good trigger discipline and I guess burst control to get a lot of those kills in the board. Either way, living in the past, and we need to focus on the present, which is Rooster just smashing their way over towards ramp. Now Valiant finds himself the triple with the MP9, and the round could be all she wrote already as he found himself the quad with an SMG. Rooster trying to change the pace, but Valiants will not be caught off guard this time. Danny G, he's dropped into vent, and Order don't seem to be aware of his position here.
I was spending so much time, like, he's only got an MP9. Like, man, it must suck to have an MP9. 4 kills, pretty effortless. Obviously helped out by the fact that his opponents are all running at him through a smoke, but still, mechanically, was impressive to watch. And this might be the clean round that Order needs. Danny G looking to inflict some economic damage, but he won't get a single kill. And Order, that's what we wanted to see. None of this scraping by with 2 players or 3 players alive. 5 players up.
Oh. And if you missed it, well, don't blink next time, but also there's the replay. And MP9, you know, fastest fire rate can definitely do yourself some favors, especially at close range. So Valiant's playing in a position to give himself that best advantage. Now, 4-round lead for Rooster. Order looking to close the distance. And Rooster just running it back again. Same old thing. Danny G out towards vent. Shipka lurking in under annex here, and Chill on top. Oh, timing found by Gyra. Really expect the second man. Flash through. And Shell just going on the aggressive, but great patience from the credit player, waiting for Ricky just to gaze across the top, and on the uncrouch too, just finding that wall bang onto danger is going to be hating life. And it's all up to Spudwrecker in a 1-on-5, so Order really just starting to feel it when it matters.
Two-man setup here on ramp room. Crosshair placement was good and is going to net Spudwrecker a kill, but Valiance is on that headshot box. And that's Rooster's money reset, but not only that, that's 2 very clean CT gun rounds for Order, and then they have this anti-eco ahead of them as well, which is going to set up their money quite nicely for this comeback, actually. You know, we always talk about the CT comeback being very difficult to achieve, especially when you're constantly on that hamster wheel of trying to get your economy together.
Yeah.
Of trying to go half buy to full buy and trying to, you know, balance things in that regard. But that's not going to be an issue for Order. Actually, they're going to be able to put together solid buys. So even if Rooster is able to take one of these next couple of gun rounds, the likelihood of Order pushing things into OT with how clean these last couple of rounds are looked is not too bad.
A little bit of noise made by whoever just jumped off T-roof as well. So Order should be aware that maybe it's a push out of lobby. But it's just a bust through door. Good flashes coming through, but Yustilo's close range. Just a few T's to get past Gyra, taking a whole lot of attention and makes Yustilo's job damn easy for 3. Pistols not working out for Rooster, and Order just 2 behind.
Only one gun loss. These last couple of rounds definitely looking a little bit more disjointed for Rooster. They're having a lot tougher of a time fighting some of these opening frags in the round, and it seems to be kind of falling apart from there. If the first, 30 to 40 seconds don't go well for the T side, they don't really seem to be able to put together the pieces as well as some of these XVXs we've seen. Let's see if that's going to change though. Oh my God, Ricky is on one right now.
You hit a couple of those confidence fillers, and all of a sudden he's hitting everything. Flashing across and looking to commit to secret now for Rooster on the rifles. They're going to be able to get there with at least 4 of their members. And it's just Valiant's down here at lower, who's in a great position to hold the double doors, push for 2. Trade through as Gyra already on that rotate. Last man spotted, and it's Danny G right out in the open, trying to plant to get some money in the bank, and the molly going to be extinguished. Nade to follow. But the shot through the edge of the smoke is enough to net the round. And Order send it into the 28th. 14 to 13. And they've almost got the tied game.
Bomb plant does allow Rooster to potentially go for a buy here if they want one, or they could just go half buy. And it does seem like they're going to go Tech 9 armor. Got that one hero AK though on Chelios for good luck.
Yeah.
What's the approach going to be for Rooster? These last couple of rounds have not gone well for him. Very, very quick. Straight down the vent is attempted, but hero AK taken out of the equation. Ricky's first kills are absolutely skyrocketing.
And that smoke as well bounced just before the molly actually went through. Danger just trying to tap that plant and get it down. It's all about the money. Crosshair looked good for Val there, but unfortunately might have been moving in accuracy, so didn't quite connect. And Order now just repositioning, regrouping, and getting ready to smash their way in on the retake. But there's one piece of util remaining here for Rooster, and they're just trying to keep this range close with the Tech 9. Certainly an upset's on the cards if they can maybe get a primary weapon, and that's exactly what they're going to get in their hands. Oh, smoke through from Control, but the time is ticking down, and Order have left it way too late. They need to get on the bomb right now, and they're not going to be able to. So at that point, Rooster, they've already locked down the round and hoping to survive the bomb explosion. 1 man falls, that's Shipka, but 3 survive. And what do you know? Rooster, with the fast approach and Tech 9s, get another round on the board. It looked like there was a lack of coordination there from Order.
Yeah, they kind of just like capitulated, didn't they? It looked like they were trying to set up for that retake, but then when they lost Ricky and towards the backside of Secret, they just couldn't put the pieces back together. It's like spaghetti everywhere, man. All right. Well, Rooster, that's a good half buy to come in. Again, they're going to play pretty up-tempo here. Initial utility straight in towards uppers, but they're not committing out just yet.
Yeah, damage traded in through Squeaky. And smoke refreshed as well. Well, you got Yustilo opting to play from Sally this time? No. Yes, he is. Either way, boost up as well. So just trying to get that AWP back on the high ground. Going for the double heaven setup. Chell, missed opportunity to open things up onto Valiance at ramp. And Rooster are just going to regroup and maybe send their way through Squeak again. We saw this before.
We got Vansite in a great position though. Double heart setup. Rooster, very one-dimensional, just all going to try to walk outdoor. All of this being heard by the CT's rotations informed great, but that's where they're just bonked straight down the vent. Not a single CT in lower right now. Valiant scrambling to get into position, and all the kills are going the way of Rooster.
Okay. I think they tried to sell it as a fake of Bit of a bust out towards A through Squeak, but then all went down the vent. And there you have it, 16-13. No one's plucking the last one out of nowhere. And we're going to be going to a break. We'll break it down afterwards. Ladies and gents, see you soon.